Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial inspired by the Saints. Where are they from? New Orleans Saints. I really wanted to do a makeup tutorial for you guys that are Saints fans. Now, I do want to say, before we get started in the video, I am not into football. I cannot sit through a game. And I have to constantly remind you guys because I do see that I do get new subscribers from every video. And I just want to throw that out there. So if you guys want me to do your team, let me know down below in the comments. If I have not done it already, I'll definitely do it. Hopefully by the end of the season, I get all teams done. That's always been my goal, to get all the teams done, but I just got to play catch up the following year. If you guys want to see other teams that I've done, I'll go ahead and put a playlist up here so you guys can check it out. Don't look at my nails, okay? I hope I don't show them in this video today because, girl, they're busted and crusty. So your girl's not into football, but if you guys would like to see what look I come up with inspired by the New Orleans Saints, then just go ahead and keep on watching.
No, I'd rather be waking up with you, set up alone in your room, slept with the light on, waiting up for you. I don't wanna be.
If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe down below and turn on post notifications so you're notified every single time I have a new video here on my channel. And I wanted to share with you guys do not have to have the eyeshadow palettes that I'm going to be sharing with you guys to create this look. Look through your makeup collection and find these colors in what you already have. So obviously I don't have one eyeshadow palette that has all of the Saints. I might actually, but we're just going to go with what I want to play with today. I'm going to be using the Morphe 39A eyeshadow palette. This is the Dare to Create palette. This is... you guys are seeing my nails. This is an older palette, but this is definitely a goodie. So I'm gonna be playing with it. It's probably expired by now. Yeah, definitely expired. It still works, girl. Don't worry. If it works, why throw it away? I'm also gonna be using my Nighttfall palette from Pretty Vulgar, which we received from BoxyCharm. Was that 2 years ago? What? Embarrassing. I still have like all this expired makeup, girl, but it works. And the reason I'm using this palette here is because I'm going to be using the black shade and a little bit of the gray shade from this eyeshadow palette, and I just feel like these are very, very pigmented blacks and grays. This palette is an overall, like, I just love it. So if you have this palette, I want to share this because most of you guys do have BoxyCharm, from what I'm assuming. You guys watch my BoxyCharm videos, so I'm assuming that, okay? That's why I'm using this palette, because you guys can follow along with this tutorial, whether you guys just like the look and you guys want to recreate it, or you guys are just really a Saints fan. So these are the only two eyeshadow palettes that I'm going to be using in today's video. Now let's begin, girl. We're going to start off by priming the eyelids. To prime my eyelids, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. concealer, and this one is in the shade Medium Sand. The reason I'm using the concealer is because I try some eyeshadow primers and they're pricey, and I just feel like they do the same thing as a concealer. Like, this one is only $6, so like, why the hell not? So I'm using this all over my eyelid, and I'm going to be blending that out with a beauty sponge just like this. I am going to start off by using the Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to be taking the black shade right here. This is called All Nighter, and I'm using a Sigma E27 eyeshadow brush. This is a flat, kind of like a flat fluffy brush, if that makes any sense. Looks like this. And it just makes a perfect packing brush on the eye area. We're going to focus this black shade. Black is very scary to work with because it could all just go downhill from here. We're going to begin by packing on this eyeshadow right into the crease area. I like how I do tutorials as if I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm just kind of like envisioning this look in my head and just going about it, you know? So I hope it turns out okay and I make you Saints fans proud. By the way, by the time you guys are watching this, I will have 2 new eyelash styles on my website. So if you have not already shopped on my website, you guys should totally check it out. I have 7 styles of eyelashes now. I am so proud of my growing little eyelash family. Ooh, girl. By the way, I am going to be doing a lot of Halloween looks this year. I have already started off with Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. I tried watching that movie today because I've never watched it before, but I have always been like really drawn to creating that look for you guys because it's just like a really vibrant color on her skin and it's just like a doll. Like, how fun. But I tried watching that movie today and I was bored to the core. I fell asleep. So now what I'm going to do is remove the eyeshadow from the brush, and I'm going to be using this little, I don't know what you call this, but I'll have it linked down below in the description box. It's from Amazon. I think it's like $5 or $4. And it just removes the eyeshadow from the brush, and I just want to go ahead and start to blend out, work out these outer edges before I go in with the next shade. When you blend out black, it starts to look a little bit gray. So I am going to be going in with a gray, but before I do that, I want to make sure that the edges are well blended. Doesn't matter if you go high up because we're going to need all that space. Every time I post a video on my Instagram showcasing the kind of like a mini tutorial of the look that I'm doing right now, I look for a song that there's like every team has a song. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but when I post on my Instagram, they have like a song. And the last one that I did was like I did not like that song. The team that so far has the best team song is the 49ers. The 49ers song was like pretty cool. I haven't looked for Saints yet, but I'm hoping that they have something. If not, I have no idea what song I'm gonna put to go with my mini tutorial on Instagram. Alright, so now that it is kind of blended out, I'm gonna go into the next shade. I was going to go into this one, but I think it's going to be too dark to take it up higher. So I'm going to just lighten things up with this shade here. This is a brown shade, but it is like, it's a very cool toned eyeshadow, which kind of will make it look a little bit semi-gray. So that's why I'm going to dip my brush into there. And remember that I did wipe off the previous eyeshadow. I just have whatever I blended from my eyeshadow. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Anyway, I'm going to go in with this color and I'm going to start placing this right on top of what I just blended out. So far, so good. I'm so happy that I do have the opportunity to try BoxyCharm every month because I discover so many brands. Like Pretty Vulgar, I think, has really good products that I would have probably never tried if it wasn't for BoxyCharm. I've tried some of their bronzers, I've tried some of their eyeshadows, and they have some really cute single eyeshadows as well. Where are those? I forgot. Their translucent powder is also really good and their packaging is just adorable. Okay, so now that we kind of blended this out, I am going to go back into the black eyeshadow and kind of like make sure that everything kind of goes together because I don't like how this part right here is looking kind of separated. So dipping back into that black eyeshadow, I'm going to start placing that into the crease once again. And then I am going to go into the color After Midnight from that palette, and that's this shade right here. And I want to apply it over the black and then just start to blend it upwards, just so that we break up that transition between the darkest shade and the lightest shade. Just like this. Going back into Hide and Seek, and we're using the same exact brush that we're continuing to use. Okay, so we brought it out that way. Now that our eye is looking like this, we are going to be doing a cut crease, of course, and we're just going to be taking my favorite cut crease brush from Michaels. I have it linked down below in the description box for you guys all the time because I do get questions about this brush often, and check the description box. I think this brush is like only $2.99. I'm going to be taking the same concealer that I used all over my eye, and I'm just going to be applying it right in here. Actually, let's remove the black eyeshadow first. I'm going to be taking the Pixie Milky Makeup Remover, and I'm taking a Q-tip, and I'm going to go ahead and apply some of that makeup remover to the Q-tip and just start to remove it from in here. With the dry side, I'm going to remove that makeup remover from the eye. And I am gonna be using another Q-tip just so that we completely take off that makeup remover. We did remove everything underneath the cut crease, but I still want to make sure that we have a really matte, very intense cut crease. So I'm going to go back into the black eyeshadow, and this time I'm going to be using a E36 Sigma brush, and it's a small blending brush. It looks like this here. And with this brush, I'm just going to be going over where we have the cut crease line. And just like this here, adding that intensity back into that crease area. Okay, I'm thinking that this is pretty intense, and I'm pretty happy with how it's looking now. Going back in and removing some, it doesn't have to be perfect, but some of that eyeshadow. And you guys see the intensity is more there in the cut crease area because we did go over it. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. We are going to go in with some concealer. I'm using the e.l.f. concealer once again, and I'm just applying it right onto the eyelid like that. And I'm going to take some of this concealer and use it to create a guide. As you can see, because this brush is very precise, it creates the guide evenly, and it just makes it a lot easier. Okay, and now I'm going to take a flat packing brush. Well, it's actually like a concealer brush. And I'm going to just start to pack on the concealer and just distribute it throughout the eyelid area. And make sure that you are staying underneath your guide that you created. So now for the next shade, I'm going to go into the Dare to Create eyeshadow palette from Morphe. And I'm going to use this color here. This is, I guess, like a greenish gold, but I would describe it more as of a rich gold, kind of like the Saints logo, but this is a shimmer shadow, and the logo seems to be not like a metallic color. It just seems to be like a flat, like, I don't know how to describe that color, but it looks like this in a shimmer. Going in with this color, I'm gonna actually spray this. Get a nice setting spray or any type of spray. You can even put water on your brush and just start to pack it onto the eye. So just like that. Now I'm going to go back into that previous brush that I used, the very first brush, and the brush that I used for all three first shades. I'm going to go back into the black eyeshadow, and I'm going to start to pack it on at this outer corner right here. And kind of bring it down this way, kind of like a little bit angled. Bring it along the eyelash line, just like that, and then bring it up very lightly. So it should be looking kind of like this here. I'm going to go ahead and clean up underneath the eye area because we definitely do have quite a bit of fallout. And take it off from underneath the eye area right here. Now I'm going to take the Morphe Coconut Eyeliner Pencil, and I'm going to put this right onto my waterline. So from the water duct to the center of the eye, under the eye area, I'm going to be taking that gold shade that we used on the eyelid, and I'm going to be applying it right underneath. Oh, got my shit. Make sure you don't get too close to the waterline so that you can still see that white at the waterline. And then next we're just taking that black shade that we used out here, and we're bringing it down underneath the eye area, meeting with that gold, just like that. Now I feel like we definitely still need white, so I thought of using paint for not a graphic liner, but I want to do like a winged liner with white paint. If I had one of the Norvina ones, like I wish I did, but I have not bought it. I bought this $100 palette instead. This one is the MEHRON Paradise something palette. I'm going to use the white paint. And by the way, these are water activated paints, so I'm just going to go in there, spray it. I really hope that this comes out right because it's paint. So just like that, we already created the wing. So with water activated paints, you want to make sure that you let it dry down before applying another layer. This completes this eye look. I'm going to go ahead and do this other eye off of camera, apply the rest of my face, and then I'll be right back to share with you guys the finished look.
KK, you are the savior. We yelling black and gold to the Super Bowl.
My video got copyrighted with this song, so I had to cut it short, and here I am showing you guys the finished look and doing a voiceover so that the copyright issue goes away. So okay guys, so that completes this look. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys want to see how I clean up under my eye area, I actually did it in my last NFL look, so I'll go ahead and link that video up above. You guys can forward it to where I clean up under the eye area. Cleaning it up, it definitely makes the look, it just completes the look basically. But I really like how this look turned out. Even with that white eyeliner and the water and the white at the waterline, it just looks really pretty. And this lipstick I think looks really great with this look here. I am using the new ColourPop lippy stick, and this one here is in the color Hike House. I'll have every product that I used in today's video linked down below in the description box in case you guys are interested in shopping those. And thank you so much to Abby for requesting the Saints. If you guys do have any other requests for your NFL team, then go ahead and comment it down below. Thank you guys once again for being here, and I will see you guys hopefully in my next video.